Hello guys, and welcome back to another Tweakerman video. So I've been cleaning records for the last 3 hours. I've just changed the water. I've got rid of the old water, and I thought I'd show you how I'm cleaning records today. So I've done previous videos on cleaning records, but since I've had this spin clean, I've been using that along with my homemade record cleaner, which has got a vacuum on it, which is just connected to a wet and dry hoover. Now, some of you have seen this before, this contraption. Now, I am planning on building a proper record cleaning machine, but I'm in the in between projects at the moment. I still haven't finished the mains hub, which I'm working on, which I'm hoping to get done very soon in the next couple of weeks. So while I was cleaning LPs today, and most of the LPs I was cleaning today were new LPs, I thought I'd just do a quick update video on what I use. So what I've been using at the moment is I generally make my own fluid, but I had a bottle of this bought for me, and it really is really good actually. It's not cheap. It's around about £30, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's around that. So it's concentrated. So you mix it with distilled water. It has to be distilled water, really. Deionized water isn't the same. So the stuff you put in your car batteries, I wouldn't use that. I would only use this. I just buy this from Amazon or off of eBay. I try not to use Amazon too much, but so this is if you're not familiar with one of these spin cleans, I wouldn't say this was the best record cleaner. There's several cheaper ones that are better, where they have a handle where you can turn it to turn the vinyl LP or the single or the 12-inch single, whatever you're cleaning. But with this, you have to do it manually by your hand, rolling it around, which I'll show you shortly. So what I'll do is I'm going to put the camera on the tripod, and then I'll show you how we start. So you really need some record cleaning fluid, some distilled water, and I always like to have some kitchen towel around at the same time. And there's one more thing, which is a goat's hair brush, which I'll show you now. So here we have the Toner Wet Goat. So it's just a goat's hair brush, which I use for cleaning the LPs with the fluid as well. Well, I only tend to use this with the distilled water. All the cleaning agent goes into the spin clean, and then I use the suction machine there just to suck off all the juice, and then use pure distilled water to clean off any residue onto the LP. So let's get going on this project, and I'll show you how it works. Right, so here we have our distilled water here, and in this spin clean there's a little line around here. You probably may not be able to see it on the camera that well, but so we need to fill it up to that line, and we'll take this distilled water here and pour it into the reservoir there. Have to get it up to the right level. Takes a bit to fill it up to the right level. A bit more there. Tiny bit more. Whoops. Over the side there. Right, that's about right now. So what we need to do now, let's just clean up any excess mess that comes off. Now we need to get our Art Disson record cleaning fluid, and we need 20 mils in this little container that comes with it. Okay, so 20 mils is quite a lot. So we'll put it up to about here. There we go. I'm nearly out of this now, so I'm going to have to order some more. Whether I go back to using this again or not, or just make my own, So let's put that over there. So I'm going to tip half in one side of the chamber there, because you've got these, which I'll show you, half in that side. Okay, give that a clean out. You've got the brushes there that just slot down the middle there, you see. So now we've mixed that in there. So now what I'm going to do is, so this Jimi Hendrix Experience, okay, this has been a poor recording. So what I want to do is I want to clean this now, just to see whether I can reveal extra detail on the record due to static build up or pressing agent, like release agent that comes from the vinyl when it gets pressed, and sometimes that can distort the sound quality of the LP. So let's have a go at this one. And so this isn't a quick process, it's not a fast record cleaning process, it takes a little bit of time. That's why you have to set it up and do as many as you can. So I still haven't got any any poly-lined inner sleeves yet. So here we have our LP there. Now there's a bit of dust and gunge on that, and the reason for that is generally because of the static. If the even new records, they just suffer from static so badly. So all we do is we just push this into place there, into the chamber there. Okay, now this spin clean say to roll it round 3 times one way, roll it round 3 times the other. Now that just isn't enough. So what I do is I'll give it a slight sort of. See, this is what I say by you have to push this round yourself. Now some other ones have a little gizmo that goes through the hole there and you can spin it, which is far better than this really, even though this is one of the most expensive ones. So what we do is we'll we'll give it a good old spin one way for a bit, and then we're going to go back the other way on it. Okay, then we're going to just leave it in the bath to soak a bit and give it a little turn every now and again, because that is the best way to make sure that all the releasing agent has gone. Now it's not an agent that's actually that they put on there onto the stamper. It's just something that tends to get released from the pellets, the vinyl puck that they use. We'll go back another bit, and then what we'll do, we'll leave that to settle for a bit, and then what I'm going to do then is I'll show you what we do next. So this has been now sitting there for about 10 minutes now, so I'm just going to give it a couple more rotations both ways, and then we're going to take it off and put it onto our suction. And that suction thing, although it looks like it's a very homemade rubbishy looking record cleaner, but it really is good. You wait and see when I show you how it sucks up. Now, unable to protect this, what we're going to do is we're going to put a some kitchen towel on the platform. So I've got a piece of kitchen towel now. We're going to push that onto there like so, and now we're going to take the LP out of the water there, out of the cleaning fluid. Let it drain a bit. It needs to. You want to get as much of the fluid off as possible. Oh, that should do it. So we'll pop that back onto there now, like so. Now, what I've noticed with this LP as well is it tends to be very slightly bowed as well. It's only slightly, but it's still. Most of them that I buy aren't like that. But so what we're going to do is we bring our arm around now, and we need to turn on our vacuum. So we'll do that now. We'll turn the vacuum on. Okay. We'll push the arm down. There we go. every little ounce of juice off of the surface. Really works well, this does. Go both ways with it. Right. Then you turn the suction off. Okay, you bring the arm back over like so. And then we need to turn it over. Now this has been contaminated now, so we need to take that off. Okay, we can then just put this onto the platter there now. We need to turn that back round again now. Push that down onto the record and then go again. Turn that off. And now we have to, this is quite stiff, this bit. I made it stiff deliberately. There we go. We can just turn that back. Now, we've now got some fluid on there. It's dry as a bone, believe it or not. So there's hardly anything touched it. I'll show you this turned round. You see, there we go. So it's only touching a very minute part of the groove there that I've cut into the pipe. So we'll turn that back round again, making sure it's dead straight. And now we need to start using our distilled water and put it on the surface with the toner wet dope. So we'll do that now. So I've got a little beaker here full of distilled water, and I've got a really nice and clean spoon that I've washed in the distilled water anyway, just to make sure there's no contaminants going onto the LP. So what we do now is we just put some distilled water around, because we want to clean off any record cleaning fluid that's on the record there. There we go. So now what we do is we just spread out the distilled water all around. And go both ways with it. So this is why when I make the new record cleaning machine, it's going to have a motor on it, because that is the best way to do this, because otherwise you're having to keep hand spinning it, which can be a pain. Right, okay. So that's that there. So now we need to do is just to get a piece of distilled water on a piece of kitchen towel there, and just gently wipe our pad on the bottom there, because we don't really want any contaminants from the from the distilled water. Right, so now we're going to take our sucker again there, our arm, push it down onto the LP, start up the So we've done one side, so now we can lift the arm up again, take it away, flip the LP over. Okay, so we've still got bits of dust and that on there, and we can do the same thing again. Put some water around it. Now the reason why we use distilled water is because there's no contaminants in it, and that is what you need. You want pure water. Now I've had LPs before that don't sound very good, and once they've been cleaned they can sound quite a bit different. So this is why I'm hoping that this is the problem with this particular disc. Right. There we go. Right, so let's put this on again, and we'll get the velvet lips going. So we've pulled that up. There we have it. One perfectly spotless, clean LP. Now there seems to be a bit of dust going on in here at the moment, so I'm just going to give this a bit of a... This has had a bit of dust going on there. What I'll do is I'll give it a quick... And what we'll do, we'll put the LP back on and suck any any dust off of it. But what I'll do is we'll lower that down to about there, turn this on. That's nice, and then we'll put the LP back on. We'll give it a spin both sides to make sure that there's no dust. There we go. And what we'll do, we'll just use our carbon fibre brush just to give it a quick going around before we pop it back in the sleeve. There we go. Nice and clean there. And the static's gone off it now, so we shouldn't have any problems there. We'll just give that side a bit of a wipe around. So that's that. So you can see how easy it is with this vacuum. I'll show you how to make one of these vacuum machines in a coming up video. A video coming up. I want to make a whole new vacuum machine. The beauty of this, doing it with a spin clean, is it's quite quick, opposed to having to keep dribbling the water on and doing it too much. So so I hope you like this video. It's only a quick video today, just to show you how I'm cleaning my LPs at the moment. Hopefully I'll be building a new record cleaning machine sometime this year. I'm not entirely sure when yet. I've already got all the components ready to go for it, but I get all this stuff, but I've got so much to do at the moment, and with work and everything else, and falling out the bin didn't help either. So all I've got to say is thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to press that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And thank you for watching, guys.